Good afternoon, everyone. Thought I'd do this real quick video, and it is going to be quick because I don't want to keep you guys occupied on your Saturday, but I just thought I'd break down a couple of ranges and what to expect with Bitcoin moving forward into the weekend and, of course, Sunday's open at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so mad love and respect for everyone passing through. Don't normally do a video on a Saturday, but I thought I'd check in with everyone and just thank everyone for the mad love that you bring to the channel every single day when we're looking at what Bitcoin's going to do next. So here we go. Bitcoin, again, doing a very good job of holding this range. All right. Now, we've seen some very interesting behavior. What is it that they are doing? We're seeing more pushes up. Now, you've got to remember this. When the market maker wants to tap liquidity, he does this. He induces traders and pushes price up. And again, that being said, tells me that we are potentially maybe looking to see that same behavior happening over here because it works on the principle of three. Yeah. And each time they've come up to this area, they've done it at a higher pace. So for example, look, this zone, although fractionally small, it's not that much, it still broke the range. Go on to the higher time frames and you'll see what I'm saying. Look at the 1 hour chart. Let me remove this. Look left. What do you see? You see vector zones. Okay, there is an indicator right here. I'm just going to pull it up just to make life easier so we can see the actual vector candle ranges. Vector candle zones right there. And we should see them appearing in a second. Steve's calling me, so I've got to make sure that I attend to that. So when you do actually change, if you want to change the color of this indicator right here, just go to the top, go here and change it to set PVSRA candle colors. And you can select that. Override the charts. You can also, oh no, I haven't done that one, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. Anyways, so we can see in the chart, we've got liquidity up here. Remember, this are short liquidation points. Inside of this vector candle are positions for traders who've gone short, market makers gone long, because you can only sell if someone buys. And behind this area are the margins. Okay, so the money that people put up front to open leveraged trades. Question is the market going to continue from and move away from this range? That's what we're expecting. By the principle of three. 1, 2, 3 hits to the high. Because they still can't break above this 800 EMA. This is a problem. And we've been here before, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got the vector zone down here. They've tried to come up once. They've tried to go again, but they haven't broken through the 1 hour 800 EMA, which is the 200 EMA on the 4 hour time frame. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time and see what they did beforehand. Okay? Same story happening here. Yeah? When we look down here, though, we see the break, consolidates, shifts away, and it was at this point that we anticipated that if they're going to hold the range, we want to see the rise, the retrace, the continuation up. But we didn't get it because you can see that they were forming a pattern in this area. So when you zoom out, you kind of say to yourself, okay, that doesn't look like it's going to play out. M formation. And then they drop. All right. See, when you're trying to establish direction, you've got to ask yourself, why is it that price moves so aggressively, but doesn't really go anywhere? It was in this zone right here where we were expecting confluences to come into play. At the same time, the market maker had done a very good job of inducing traders to believe that buying the dip right here was the sure thing to do. Now, seen as in the guys who, or the channel where we're all looking at the hybrid, there was no reason why you couldn't have taken a beautiful W formation like so. Okay, the principle was there. They stayed within the range, held above the 800 EMA. Happy days. Big green vector candle, retrace, continuation to the upside. Look left, they come back and recovered the previous zone right here. Happy days. Come back up a little bit more. If you go into the actual candles themselves, go into the other time frames, you're probably going to see more vector candles in that range. So we've got a vector zone right there. Keep on going and looking left, and you can see we haven't got the clear vector point in that range, but you'll probably find one. There we go, right there. Vector candle in that zone. They came back up into it, more than 50% recovery of that candle, and then they pulled away. So they did a good job of trapping traders. So which is why I say to you, ask yourself every time you come to the charts, what's the market maker trying to make the retail trader think? Okay? Now, looking at Bitcoin's behavior right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few confluences. We've got the 200 EMA. We've got the 50 EMA. Momentum's pushing price higher. Will they come back up into this range and try and take out the psychological high? How many times you heard me say it? Every time price trades away from the psychological ranges, it usually tries to come back into them. Does that mean it happens all the time? Not necessarily, but it's another confluence that you can add to your repertoire of trades or trade setups so that you are in line with the market, so that you're not surprised by any move. Okay? Looking at the news across the board, ladies and gentlemen, it's all financial. What's the impact going to be of, Russia's rating cut to junk? Okay? What's going to happen in terms of commodities? We've got this thing about the Black Sea conflict now. Given that Russia owns the Black Sea in principle, has the largest reserves of gas, how's that going to affect? All right? Look, Twitter pauses ads in Russia. Ukraine to keep focus on safety. We have preserved tonight. The fate of Ukraine is being decided right now. So remember, look at this. War news is good news. And the reason why they're saying that, and it ends, stocks end a week higher, it makes you think, hold on a second. The speculation of news or war itself, in principle, has already been absorbed in the charts because they know where it's going to end up. We might get a little bit of an invasion, which sources say that has happened. And that's the sad truth about it all, ladies and gentlemen. The marketplace absorbs the information straight away. Fundamentalists are looking at to see what's going to happen in the future. They'll say what they want to say now, and then they will wait to see if it happens in the future. The market absorbs that. Okay? You got to see it with an open mind, guys. Some guys might challenge that notion, but you know what? Tell me why price always moves higher during a war. Go back and look at all the last wars that we've had, whether it's the UK, whether it's the US, and just look at the stock market's performance from that, and then look back and see what the markets were doing prior to just the speculation of war and the conversation of war, let alone the actual invasions during the war itself. Yeah, just something for you to just chill with there. Anyways, I thought I'd keep it short and sweet with you. Coming into tonight, all right, just be careful because we might get a little bit of volatility because it's still a news play story. Anything can be discussed tonight or revealed regarding Russia and Ukraine. If there is positive news, then we are likely to see a little bit of volatility. Look into your charts and mark off any key vector points in the zones for you to really understand the chances of price going to those points based on a number of confluences. For example, prices where? Above the 50, the 5, the 13 EMA, 200 EMA. What does it give you? What's it saying it's doing? Remember, we have just taken a big drop to the downside. Okay, so we're naturally expecting a recovery. Is this the recovery? Question is, how long for? Be sure to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Mad love and respect, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, because tomorrow night we'll be doing the psychological levels for the start of the week. All right? Take care of yourselves, family. Peace.